SA.
And I'm Torero.
And welcome to our channel.
Hashtag
cashmeindespirit.
Yeah. So you guys are probably wondering, like, what the heck is cashmeindespirit? So cashmeindespirit is a youth Christian platform for, you know, the youth. There'll be a range of different things from performances to discussions. So you just, you know, guys just keep in there and you see what it's about. But
yeah, so Valentine's Day is coming up. Have you got any plans for Valentine's Day? You going to the cinema? What's it plan?
I'm going strong with my cinema. I'm going strong. Okay guys, on a real note, okay, today's topic is about singleness and loving yourself. So we're going to discuss more about that and hear other people's views about being single and what it is to love yourself. So stay tuned guys. Let's get started.
How does society view singleness?
I think society views singleness in a negative way. I think when you're single, they look at you like you're disadvantaged, like the goal is to be married, but I don't think that's how it should be, because I think when you're single, maybe God has a plan for you.
Yes.
Like maybe there's certain things He wants you to accomplish in your life when you're still single, and having someone there would hinder that purpose.
Yes. Do you feel complete when single?
I do, and I think it's important that everyone feels complete when they're single. You should never get into anything not being complete, because it opens the door for more vulnerability, more chance of being broken, more chance of being hurt, being used, abused. So I think you should make sure you know yourself, make sure you know exactly who you are, your flaws, you should know your securities and insecurities, you should know everything about yourself and make sure you're completing yourself before you do anything or go into any relationship otherwise.
How do you view singleness?
Me personally, I like being single, but there comes a point in your life where you just want someone around you, and I've reached that point in my life where I've explained to my friends, it's not that I'm lonely or whatever, I just feel like I want to be feel loved. I get that from my girls and everything, but you just want it from a man's,
you know what I mean? Yeah, there you go. Would you date yourself?
I think yes, I would date myself, simply because I think I'm somebody who's very committed. I take life seriously, but at the same time I'm quite fun and down to earth. And I think in this day and age it's good to have a balance and not be too serious about life, not take yourself too seriously, but at the same time not be so free-spirited or so, you know, free about life that you don't really have any commitments or any serious goals. So I think I've got that balance. I'm also conscious of myself and, you know, my flaws and everything, and that's something I strive to make better, which is, I think, a good quality that everybody should have. So in that sense, I think that I'm somebody who's dateable.
Would you date yourself?
yes, I will.
Why is that?
Because I'm a very loyal person, and when I get in a serious relationship with somebody, I'm committed to that person and that person only. But I don't neglect my friends or anything. I'm not clingy, but I would want to be around you, and I will give you your space, because I like my space as well. I don't like people in my personal space that much, but when I want you around me, I want you around me. So yeah.
Okay, thank you guys.
My Snapchat is DJB. 2 H's at the end. BX. That's me. My Facebook name is Khadija Blake. Instagram Kamora K. 2 A's at the end. K. That's you.
Do you love yourself?
Yeah. Sorry, this man.
Do you love yourself?
Yeah, I do. I think it's important that we love ourselves, because, you know, if we don't love ourselves, I think it's harder for other people to love us.
Great.
Okay.
That was great.
But I just feel once we start to love ourselves, we can become more attractive to other people, and because we've got that high self-confidence, and that's something that I try to.
What does it mean to love yourself?
basically accepting who you are, accepting your flaws, accepting that you're not perfect, and kind of allowing yourself to know that who you, like, I am this person and I'm here and God loves me for that as well. And like, oh God, I could literally preach, I swear, I can preach right now. But yeah, I think the most important thing about saying I love me is accepting everything that's happened in your life and everything that is going to be, and all the goals and strides that you want to accomplish, and knowing that actually with all that, God is with me on my journey. And quite a lot of times, like, it's really hard for us as young people in this day and age, especially because of the social media and stuff, and even me, I find myself like looking on like Instagram and stuff and seeing other people that are like 18 and they're like living life and they're traveling and they've got cars and they've got all this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, what am I doing with myself, you know? And it's really difficult sometimes to look at that and accept you. So I feel like that's one of the things that I've learned on my journey, and I'm still learning, is to literally just be content and be happy and blessed with everything that you have and God has given you, because at the end of the day, like, there's people out there who haven't got nothing, so we should really like love our journey and ourselves. Yeah. Thank you.
So how do you guys think God feels being single? How do you think God sees being single?
A time to build.
I think it's a time to work on our character, because a lot of times I think we want somebody to come into our lives, but we're not ready as individuals to allow somebody to come into our life and accept us. So I think, as you said, it's time for us to work on our character, work on things, so then when somebody does come into our life, we've not got major things in our life that we need to sort out. Obviously there's still going to be things that we need to do, but we should be preparing ourselves before we get into a relationship, like before a relationship.
Alright, so what do you guys think God thinks about loving yourself? How does he see it?
How I think God sees loving yourself is, he sees it as very important, obviously. The extent that he loves us, he wants us to be able to appreciate, like, understand that fully, and then express that to others, so that, like, us being the middle channel, kind of, we have to have love within us for ourselves. Yeah, I think loving yourself is so important, that God gives us time, and sometimes in the sense of relationships, he makes it so that we are unable to go into a relationship because we don't love ourselves enough, or sometimes relationships might make it work because we don't love ourselves, and if you don't love yourself, how can you allow someone else to love you? So that's how I think God views it as very important.
Well, I think it's there's a limit, because there's loving yourself so much more than pride for. So that's obviously not God. Pride is what got us in this mess in the first place. So it's more of the, when you love God, because God is in you, that's how that love is able to be exuded. So it's like, don't love yourself too much when you sin. So,
but like, how do we know when that level is? How do we know when I've stepped the mark to say, you know what, Steve, you know, chill out, maybe you're feeling yourself a bit too much?
I say nasty. I would like answer that question though, because I think, okay, we're talking in the context of love and relationships and how we relate to other people. I think a lot of people go through life like having relationships that fall apart like one after the other, and they're not piecing it together that they're the common denominator. If things are not falling apart around you, and if nobody's good enough for you, and if someone else keeps doing something wrong, and if, you know, he's not good enough for me or she's not good enough for me like 5 times over, then you need to look at yourself and think, okay, is it that I think I'm so great that I can't see the flaws in myself, or is it that, you know, I need to work on what's going on with me first before I pull somebody else into it? So I think when you sit and like evaluate yourself and be really honest with who you are and honest with your flaws. And I think that comes with loving yourself, is acknowledging your flaws and not accepting them, but being willing to work on them so you become a better person. So not that I'm saying that you're like whatever, but I'm just saying that's when you reach that place where you can evaluate yourself, then that's a good place to be.
Yeah. I think as Jerry said as well, like our biggest commandment, God said to love others, and if you love yourself so much that it takes away that part, then that's when I think you should really like look at yourself and be like, well, you know, am I actually getting a bit too boastful, and am I getting, you know, am I losing that humbleness that loving yourself does come in? Because at the end of the day, like as you said, like God does want us to love ourselves, and He wants us to grow, and He wants us to achieve, and He basically wants us to be the head and not the tail, wouldn't it? So in that sense, like He does want us to love ourselves, but not to the extent where it then overrides loving other people and serving other people, and yeah.
Alright guys, so as you've heard all the different opinions about what, you know, people think about singleness and loving yourself, we're going to conclude it with the Bible, with the words. Always go back to the word, guys, okay? So we're looking at 1 Corinthians 7, 32-35. So, okay. So it says, I want you to be free from the concerns of this life. An unmarried man can spend his time doing the Lord's work and working and thinking to please Him. But a married man has to think about his earthly responsibilities and how to please his wife. His interests are divided in the same way a woman who is no longer married or has never been married can be devoted to the Lord and holy in the body and the spirit. But a married woman has to think about her earthly responsibilities and how to please her husband. I am saying this for you, for your benefit, and not to place restrictions on you. I want you to do whatever will help you to serve the Lord best without distractions. So what it's saying pretty much is that God says, it's pretty much saying that being in a relationship also is not a bad thing. Yeah, I think it depends on individuals. For some people, let's say, in order to prevent you from doing certain things that you know, like you can't keep away, you can't abstain from sex, for example. Not saying, you know, go in a relationship, you know, with your baggage of lust or whatever, but if you know yourself that, you know, you need to be with somebody, you know, you need to, I don't know, in order for you to serve the Lord best, you need to be in a relationship and also keep away from sin, then yes, go in a relationship, that's absolutely fine. However, it's also saying that being single, you are able to serve the Lord best because you are free from distractions. You are able to just put your main focus mainly on God and God alone, and also He can use you more, and you don't have somebody else there to thinking, okay, I need to think about myself, I also need to think about this other person, like what are they doing, you know, how am I gonna please this other person, please me, you know, trying to please God also alongside with that. So being single in God's eyes is a good thing, but it's also not saying that you have to be single. If you want to be in a relationship, that's absolutely fine. Be in a relationship if it helps you to serve God best.
Yes, but yes, definitely what she said is so true. And also, I don't know, some people might view singleness as a bad thing. It's not bad. We were once, well, everyone was once single at a stage. Like your mom was single, she didn't just like get married from like the day she was born. But we all have different stages and different seasons in our lives that we have to go through. So if you're single at this stage, that's where you're meant to be at this stage. Love yourself in your singleness and be single and love yourself and love God doing that. Also, I just wanted to point out in the scripture, Matthew chapter 6 verses 33, and it says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and every other thing will be added unto you. It's so true. You're single at this stage, what you should be doing really is seeking the kingdom of God, and every other thing, whether you want the tallest husband in the whole world, that will be added onto you later on. You shouldn't really get distracted by trying to please people with getting in a relationship. If you're single at the moment, be single, and yes, seek God in your singleness.
Yeah, so As for loving yourself, I feel like society builds also kind of society sees singleness as like it's vanity. Like loving yourself is a bad thing. Like if you love yourself, then you're being vain. No, you're not being vain. For someone else to love you, you need to love yourself. As people have said, like you need to love yourself. Like you can't expect somebody else to come and love you when you don't even love yourself. Like how do you expect someone else to love you? But also like God, you know, He wants us to love ourselves, as it says in it's Matthew 22:37 to 39. Okay, it says, Jesus replied, "You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, your soul, and your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. A second is equally important. Love your neighbor as yourself." And I'll just stop it here. In saying that, God says, love your neighbor as yourself. So He does expect us to love ourselves as yourself. Obviously, if you don't love yourself, then how can you love your neighbor? How would you know to love somebody else if you can't love yourself? So it is important to love yourself, and being single is not a bad thing. It just gives you that time to focus on yourself, to build yourself, to work on your relationship with God. You know, whatever baggages you have, whatever things you need to let go of. So when you enter into a relationship, you're not carrying your baggage with you. Like you can't enter into a relationship half full, you know, expecting the other person to be filling you up. Like it's like coming into a relationship empty. And let's say even my brother, he will be like filled in the spirit, and he's filled in the spirit and that. And you're coming in empty, expecting my brother to fill you up. How are you gonna drain him? You know what I mean? Like you're gonna completely drain him. So like come in full, complete in Christ, and then you're both full, complete people in Christ. You're able to move forward, you know, in Christ, putting Him as the center in the midst of it all, and everything will work out. But don't be expecting to come in half empty and then be like, okay, you're gonna fill me up. No, He's not gonna fill you up. You're gonna drain Him, and then your relationship is gonna fall apart, and at the end of the day, you're gonna look back at God and be like, but I thought you said this was the person for me, or I thought, you know, this was the right person. Like, you know, God, why are you not helping me out? So focus on you, focus on God, focus on your relationship with God. Be complete, you know, and be filled in Christ, and then
basically what Tina said. Be complete and be filled in Christ. And with regards to loving yourself, you have to love yourself because God loved you so much that He sent His only Son to die for you. That's something that you should think about and be like, wow, that means I'm worth the blood of Jesus, basically. That's your worth. And just knowing that should really motivate you to love yourself, because God in His all, God in His fullness loves you so much, so you should take that time to love yourself and invest in yourself. But first of all, invest in the Word of God. And then through that, you'll be able to know yourself more in God's Word, what God has said concerning you, and what God has said concerning your life, and the way you should behave, the way you should love yourself, and the way you should love other people as well.
So today's motto pretty much is love God, love people, and love yourself. So thank you guys for tuning in with us. If you have any questions or any comments, please comment below. Like, subscribe. But yeah, other than that, thank you, and see you next time.